Okay, let's dive in. We're looking at the Blustream NPA20ARC amplifier today.
Hmm.
And really, our mission is to unpack why this little box is being called an advanced audio integration solution.
Yeah, it's a big claim for a small device.
I mean, for anyone working in smaller commercial zones, boardrooms, huddle spaces, that kind of thing, clutter is just the enemy.
Exactly. And that's the first problem this thing solves right out of the gate with its main feature, the two-channel HDMI ARC input,
So you just connect it straight to the display.
just straight to the display. And suddenly the TV or the monitor is handling your audio source and your volume. It's just so much simpler for the end user.
Okay, so let's talk power. It's rated at 2 by 10 watts at 4 or 8 ohms.
Or 1 by 20 if you run it in mono.
Right. Now, 2 by 10 watts,
Hmm.
to some installers, that might feel a little conservative. Is that a limitation, or is there a reason for that specific rating?
Oh, it's absolutely a deliberate design choice. That wattage is specifically engineered to run perfectly within the limits of PoE plus power. Ah, power over Ethernet. So you don't need a separate power supply.
You don't. You can use a local 24-volt DC input if you really want to for maximum headroom, but honestly, most people are just going to run it off the network switch. PoE plus decoupled class 4, one cable for power and data.
And this is where it gets really smart. What happens if you plug it into a switch that maybe doesn't have enough power budget or is only standard PoE?
Well, it doesn't just fail, which is the brilliant part. The amplifier actually detects that power limitation and automatically throttles back its own output.
Wow. So it protects the switch.
Precisely. It saves you a service call.
Yeah.
So once you have that power sorted, then we can talk about the brains of the operation, which is the internal DSP.
The digital signal processing, that's what makes this more than just a simple amp.
Absolutely. You get a full 31-band EQ to play with.
And why is that so important? Especially for that voice reinforcement use case they mention.
It's all about clarity. When you're trying to make speech intelligible, you're always fighting the room's natural acoustics, that echo or hum.
That 31-band EQ lets you go in with a surgical tool and just carve out those problem frequencies. Plus, it has audio delay built in for lip sync correction. Essential stuff.
Okay, so what if you need to cover a slightly larger space or maybe 2 adjacent huddle rooms?
That's where the master slave feature comes in. It's a fantastic time saver.
How does that work?
You use the little 5-pin Phoenix connectors for balanced analog audio, and you can just daisy chain up to 4 of these MPA20 devices together.
So,
Yeah, up to 4. And you can even mix this ARC model with the pure analog MPA20 ANA version. You just configure the volume on the first master unit, and the other 3 just follow its lead.
that's very cool. And the control options don't stop there, do they?
Not at all. You've got the simple ARC control from the display, but you also have TCP/IP over the network and a really clean web GUI for setup.
But they didn't forget about the sort of legacy control systems either.
Right, you still get RS-232 on a 3-pin connector. And even in an all-IP world, having that hardwired option is, it's bulletproof. It bypasses any network hiccups.
And there are a few other nice little automation features too, like signal sensing.
Yeah, the auto standby mode. And the local 0 to 12 volt trigger input, which is great. So say a projector screen comes down, it can automatically trigger the amplifier to turn on.
So when you put it all together, what this really means for you, the integrator, is that this tiny little box you can hide anywhere. It gives you this high-level management and networking that you'd usually find in much bigger, more complex gear. It just simplifies the whole deployment.
It really does. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, think about this for a second. With all that control available, -RS-232, IP, the web interface, how much more automation does this thing unlock?
You mean beyond just volume control?
Exactly. Imagine pairing it with a smart building system. You could trigger EQ preset changes based on room occupancy, run remote diagnostics, or even push automated audio notifications. You're not just buying an amplifier, you're really getting a networked audio hub.